Hey YouTube, Southwest252 here with another video, and this time it is of the Panda models, 1/400 scale Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the original mustard livery. This one is, I guess, a Prairie Diecast exclusive. However, that's not where I got it from, so I'm not sure if they canceled the exclusive part or not. But I guess that doesn't really matter too much from my perspective. Before I get into the review, I would just like to say I'd really appreciate it if you check out my Instagram. The link for that is in the description below. I'll start off this review with the box. So you have the mustard design. I say mustard, I don't really call this one the desert gold. That's kind of more of the classic special liveries that they have flying today, which is actually a different color. Not sure why it's a different color, but it is. And I'm not really a fan of the special liveries they have flying since they're not the original livery. But this is the original mustard brown with the red and the orange. You've got the Boeing 737-700 and Southwest logos in the top left. You've got the computer-generated image of this aircraft, and this does have winglets, but this does not have the Southwest.com on the winglets. This was shortly after they installed winglets. They didn't start putting Southwest.com on them for a little bit later. The registration of this model is November 724 Sierra Whiskey, 1/400 scale diecast model. On the bottom of the box, it's pretty much a simplified version. I guess this is one of 200 of these models made. So I guess I'm sure it's probably sold out by now everywhere. Boeing 737-700, 1/400 scale on the left side. Top's pretty much the same as the bottom, and the right side looks to be very similar to the left. On the back of the box, you've got the specifications for this aircraft. So here's that Prairie Diecast logo. So again, I didn't order it from there, but I guess it is an exclusive to there, so I'm not sure how my retailer got it, or if that was originally supposed to be an exclusive and then it wasn't. Not really sure. But I really won't spend any more time talking about that now. But then, oh yeah, you got all the specifications. Warning: not recommended for children under 14. And that is all for the box. And one thing I actually want to point out, right, is before I start with the model, the coloring for the brown on the box is, I would say, perfect, just like the original livery. However, I'm pretty sure you can tell on video. I think in person it's even more apparent. The coloring is quite off on this model too. It's way too light. It's more of a yellowish color. But anyway, I won't dwell on that too long. But then at the front, you've got your cockpit windows, the black nose, the pitot tubes. I'm not really seeing a nose cone painted on there. So that is a little bit of detail that's not there. You've got your nose gear. All the gears are rubber and do roll. You've got your L1 door. You've got the number 1 heart down by the front. Here you've got the antenna on top, overwing, exit, and root. You've got your engines down there. The outside view. Here is the inside view. And then you move to the back, the red flap tracks, and then you've got your blended winglets there. Again, no Southwest.com on here. That was accurate once upon a time, so it's not an issue at all. Then you move towards the back. You've got the rear door. You've got the registration down at the bottom right. Again, it's November 724 Sierra Whiskey. You've got the American flag and then the Southwest tail. Then you move to the right side. You've got the cargo luggage doors there beneath that number 1 heart. And to the bottom right of that registration. Alright, so here is the front view of the model. There is the right side. There is the back view. there's the left side. Here's the top view. And here is the bottom. So down here, again, I can't see any nose cone painted on, but there is the nose gear. All the gears are rubber and do roll. Like I said before, you've got an antenna down there on the bottom with the red undercarriage, might I add. You've got the stand hole in the middle, the main gear painted red on the outside, white on the inside. Underneath the wings and engines, you've got two more antennas down there. The red transitions to the orange, and that transitions to the gold. You've got the doors for the APU painted there, and then the APU all the way in the back. So that's really it for the model. Overall, I'm kind of disappointed a little bit on the coloring of this model. It seems like with this livery and the classic Desert Gold special liveries, no one seems to be getting the paint colors right, so that's a bit disappointing. Well, I think Gemini Jet's on their really older models, actually, on the 737, 200, and 500. I think they actually, I've only seen pictures, but I think they did pretty well on those, but in the recent years, no one's really been getting it right. Also, so that's going to be taking a point off, but also just like all the other Panda models that I have, the doors and windows are just painted a bit too high on here, so I'm gonna take another half a point off for that. So this model will be getting a score of 28.5 out of 30. But overall, it's still not a bad model at all for, especially I guess you could call it a classic plane now. The livery hasn't been around for well over a decade. Now Southwest 700s are on the way out, so soon, probably in the next decade, we won't see any more Southwest 700s, but so it's nice to have this from, I guess, how you would see it in the early 2000s. But yeah, so again, that's a score of 28.5 out of 30. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing. And also again, I would really appreciate it if you check out my Instagram. The link for that is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Bye.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you can give us your attention for just a few minutes, we'd like to point out the safety features of this Boeing 737-800. To fasten your seatbelt, slide that flat metal end into the buckle. To release, lift up on the buckle. Position the belt low and